this is how food companies play you against yourself, and it leads to you being more confused, being less confident, struggling to like, you know, whether you struggle with fatigue or acne or like, whatever it might be. Like I'm trying to paint a picture here of why these companies play a role and why your food plays a role, and how like cheap, easy dopamine, like they're playing your dopamine against you. And so I'm gonna try to explain it in like layman's terms, as opposed to getting all sciencey with it. I guess a good starting point is probably to talk about like the awareness of the issue. So dumbing it down to like, okay, you've got convenience and then you've got the less convenient thing. So convenience in one standpoint would be like fast food or like packaged food or whatever. And then the other side is like cooking food for yourself at home. Is, you know, without going into the specific additives and the science behind like the ingredients and stuff like that, the problem with the packaged convenience fast food or just packaged food and stuff like that beyond those ingredients is the convenience, the ease of it. Like when you choose the easy route all the time, like you're scrolling on your phone instead of going to the gym, you're just laying in bed instead of going to the gym, you're choosing to eat the fucking McDonald's or the Taco Bell or the fast food instead of cook the food that you bought at home, because cooking the food that you bought at home requires more effort, more time, and there's not really like a reward to it here and now per se. Whereas if you go to fast food, that shit is going to hit. It's going to taste really fucking good. It's going to feel really good. And that is called your dopamine spiking. How these companies plan this, and why I say that they play you against yourself, is they know what they know the dopaminergic effect. Like they know how that feels themselves. So they pay teams to create recipes that are going to spike that dopamine as much as possible. And how they do this is it's called the bliss point. And the bliss point is the perfect combo of salt, fat, and sugar that's going to spike your dopamine as much as possible. The reason they try to do this is like when you drive past like a Wendy's or a Taco Bell, McDonald's, like whatever your favorite fast food is, you associate, like you're pulled and drawn to pull through the drive-thru because of how good it felt last time. And if they can make it more cost-effective, more convenient, and better tasting than what you're cooking at home, providing more effort, it's like, why would you do it? Like, why would I cook for myself at home when I can just get it cheaper, quicker, better from this fast food spot? And like in the moment, it's easy to justify that. But then over time, like you're telling yourself that you take the easy option every time. And every time you take the easy option, then when you wake up tomorrow morning and you don't feel like going to the gym, your probability of actually not going, even though you said that you were going to, is a lot higher than it would have been if you would have come home, resisted that dopaminergic urge, and then fucking made food for yourself. Because in that scenario, you didn't take the easy out. You recognized that there was an easy out and you resisted. That is the importance of diet and working out and all the health shit. It's not like, you know, if you get into all the science and stuff, yeah, okay, it's like eating clean whole foods is probably the best preventative measure that you can take for cancer, disease, literally everything. Just paying attention to your ingredients. But pulling back just the mental side of it, it's a matter of always taking the easy out and telling yourself you're the type of person that only takes the easy route. And then when it comes time for you to do something that you don't feel like doing, but that you know is good for you, it's harder to get yourself to do it. Whereas when you pause and you recognize that here's an opportunity to either -1 confidence point or +1 confidence point. And I say confidence points because when you give yourself evidence, actual evidence that like, okay, tonight I'm going to sleep, tomorrow I will wake up and I will be in the fucking gym at 9 a.m. And you actually are there, and you do that every single time, and you never like go back on what you said and never just like, it'll be fine. You're instilling confidence in yourself that you can depend on yourself to get it done and do the things that you said that you were going to do. Like if you have, and this translates to every situation. Like if you have a friend that asks you something or for you to do something or asks a favor and you follow through every time, it's like +1 confidence for yourself. Whereas when you're always choosing the easy option, you're always choosing the fast food, you're always choosing the quick, convenient option over here in one aspect of your life, then you're going to you're going to justify taking the easy option in another area. So it's like laying in bed instead of working out, or like texting your friend some bullshit excuse instead of actually going and helping them with the thing that you said that you were going to help them with. And this all starts with actually recognizing and being aware of that urge when it hits, like the opportunity, like, okay, I feel like going and getting some fast food or like a sweet treat just because instead of eating or making myself a meal. Like you've got these two options, and one of them is -1 confidence point and -1 dependability point, like self-dependability, and one of them adds. One of them feels really good in the moment, but subtracts a point. One of them doesn't feel as good in the moment, but adds a point over time. And that's why it's tough, is because when you make the lazy decision in the moment, it feels good in the fucking moment. It doesn't necessarily feel bad, but you end up suffering the consequences in your confidence and in how you feel about yourself and your energy and like your level of like laziness and just upward mobility and optimism in your own fucking life, because you just chose the easy option, and you then make the next easy option even easier to choose the easy option. Like it's just like this, it's a slippery slope. This is why it's so important to like do hard things, to choose the hard option, is because you're reinforcing this part of you that actually can look yourself in the mirror and be like, no, I am this person. I'm giving myself evidence every day that I follow through with what I say I'm gonna fucking do for the sake of myself tomorrow, instead of always caving to feel good now and sacrificing myself tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after. Like the compounding effect of always doing what you said that you were going to do or that you should do. Like I should go to the gym even though I don't feel like it, but and you fucking go. And I should go on a run but I don't feel like it, and then you fucking go and you do that every single day. Like there's no trying. There's like what is trying to even fucking mean? Like, oh, I'm trying to eat a healthier diet. I'm trying to get back to the gym. I'm trying to, you know, start going on. Like you either are or you are fucking not. This like where people get lost is this like in between gray area where it's like you're kind of sort of doing it, and then it's like you're always going to choose the easy route. Like it's far easier to eat a healthy diet all of the time than it is to eat a healthy diet some of the time, because some of the time you're getting that super good dopamine fix, that super comfort, like the comfort and the convenience and all of that, and you get a little taste of it, rather than all of the time you're just like, no, I don't do that. Like I make my own food, I eat a whole diet. Like there's no sometimes for me to like reference like an artificial dopamine spike too. It's just like, no, your dopamine comes naturally because like I'm learning to enjoy making healthy food for myself, taking the time to get better at cooking, taking the time to just like, you know, then it becomes like therapeutic, but that comes with time. It's like the first time isn't going to feel great when you cook yourself a fucking meal, but the second, third, fourth, fifth, like week or month, like now you're at the point where it's like, you enjoy that part of your day because you get something from it, because you actively denied that version, that voice in your head that was like, oh, stop in the drive-thru, get the fucking donuts or whatever the fuck. And this is not to say like you can't ever like have like a little sweet treat or a little cheat or something like that. But once you get to the point when your default is majority choosing the more difficult, like less satisfying now option. Like if you're struggling to eat healthy consistently, or you're struggling to like go to the gym consistently, like it's because you're not giving yourself the evidence. It feels harder because you're not giving yourself the evidence that like you actually can. You're not giving yourself any evidence outside of like the reason why focusing on this stuff, like the food per se, is important is because it translates directly to other areas of your life. Like if you are giving yourself no evidence of like resisting the feel good now, the comfort or the temptation when eating what in your diet, how the fuck are you going to expect yourself to like resist that side of you that doesn't feel like waking up and going to the gym, or doesn't feel like waking up and doing something that you know is going to be good for you tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day? Like you're giving yourself literally no evidence. So how can you expect yourself to like actually win that battle? Like win that battle with something like your diet, which is like less serious, requires less effort physically. It's just like it's a mental game, but that's where it all starts. Because when you wake up and you don't feel like going to the gym, it's not like a physical response that you're like, oh, prevents you from, it's not like you're latched to your bed. It's your brain that's keeping you latched into the fucking bed. And so if you can win that in your diet and just drive past the drive-thru and walk past the items in the grocery store and just tack on that one, like add 1 point per day as many times as you fucking can, then it's going to be far easier in another aspect when you like have something that you don't feel like doing, but that you know that you should. When that friend hits you up and instead of ignoring them or coming up with some bullshit excuse, you actually go and help them. And then you start to get actual satisfaction based off of like your level of dependability. And it just feels good to like be someone who you can look in the mirror at yourself and be like, yeah, like I can depend on me. Others can depend on me. Like if I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to fucking do it. Hopefully this is helpful a little bit, but if you take anything from what I said, your confidence energy and overall feeling about yourself and about your life are directly linked to how many times you do or do not win that fucking battle with yourself and in your own mind between choosing the convenient, feel good right now option and choosing the delayed gratification option. The more you choose the delayed gratification, the better you are going to feel about yourself, the more confident you're going to be, the more energized you're going to feel, so on and so forth.